Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2023 and another part of I am the Journeyman and I come from down your way and I can play. What can you play? FM23. And it's not going very well, and it's not going very well until we win today. Hopefully you're good. Hopefully you're feeling ready for some more of the Journeyman. With Leeds United, of course, this is our fourth full season with Leeds United. It's by far the longest we've spent at a club, I believe. If we have a look at that, longest time at a club, 1,294 days. And that is, I believe... Oh, hang on. Oh, we're going to do it now. We've been at Leeds 1,293 days, so we must have been at Chester a little bit longer than this. Or was it Pompey? It must have been Pompey. Yeah, I guess that's the way it is. But yeah, really looking forward to it. Fingers crossed we can get a couple of victories today. One against Crystal Palace. I'll then play the Nottingham Forest game off camera, and then we'll come back for the Arsenal game in the Premier League. As I said, it's not going great at the start of the season, certainly not in the Premier League. We obviously started brilliantly in that first half an hour, went 4-0 up against Brighton last time out, and we're lucky to come away with all 3 points in the end. Similar story against Osijek. In the Champions League, we went 4-0 up within 24 minutes, and again, lucky to really hang on to that one, 4-2. Then we beat Osijek 2-1 in the second leg, Peter Murray and Jeffrey Dethia scoring there. We then took the lead against Aston Villa before they bounced back and beat us 2-1. In our second match of the season. We then beat Charlton 4-2 with a very much reduced side due to international football, but that was the only time we could play it. So Cesare Casadei got 2, Navarro and Leonardo also on the score sheet. And then most recently we drew 2-2 against Leicester City. Michael Robinson and Peter Murray on the score sheet for us. But all of that means that we're currently 15th in the Premier League. We have got 3 games in hand on most of our opposition, so if we do win those 3 games, we're looking more at being up this end of the table, which should be good. So 2 wins today, please, and let's get ourselves up there. That's the plan. Did notice, by the way, that Coventry City are in the Premier League again. Didn't notice that yesterday, but they are back in the Premier League, struggling at the moment, but that will be an interesting game whenever we take them on. You can see it's down here with a Europa Conference League game and Fulham, so we might have to do that in a future episode. Squad performances so far. Top goal scorer is Johnny Ballesteros with 5, 4 each for Navarro, Casadei and Leonardo. Top assists is Ballesteros, Mangiavachi and Leonardo, and top average rating is Johnny Ballesteros with a 7.7. Just the one deadline day signing this year, Valery Dejelabov, who is a 24-year-old Bulgarian midfielder. We're going to be playing him in defensive midfield. He will be joining us from Paris Saint-Germain permanently for £17 million at the end of his loan deal. So looks pretty good. You know, I think definitely fits into our squad mentality. Okay, then let's have a look at the team for today. Then we have got Gyro in goal. I don't know what was going on there. Bradley at right back with Robinson, Tiana and Mizogen supporting. Mayano and Casadei will start in the defensive midfield positions with Navarro and Dethia starting wide of Marcos, Leonardo and Johnny Ballesteros up top. I have to say Leonardo has been good. Let's hope he keeps it up for the remainder of his loan spell. As you can see, you know, he's high on the top goal scorers. He's high on the assists. So that's exactly what you want from one of your players. And, you know, against Crystal Palace, who we know are a good side, but have been aging for a good few years now. And it's a long time since their Champions League qualifying team. And, you know, I think we could get the better of them today and need to get the better of them, really. But they'll be thinking the same about us, if we're honest. We have been giving away a fair few penalties this season. I was worried that was going to be another one. Navarro gets it forward towards Marcos Leonardo, who switches the play beautifully to Dethia. Here's Johnny Ballesteros. It almost went in. It just trickled over the bar, but apparently he's straight offside anyway. He's had some ridiculous disallowed goals this season. You know, he's been about 10 foot offside, and that is something that I do worry about with Ballesteros, is he sits on that back line so much. If they've got the offside trap, he's just off straight away. But that's why he scores so many goals. So here's Navarro. He whips it in. Casadei was waiting but couldn't get his noggin on it. Here's Mayano now. Gets it to Casadei again. Mayano on the ball. Good ball forward, and Dedea had a chance, but it was cleared. But we are putting the pressure on Crystal Palace, and we do look the better team at the moment. But there's the ball over the top. Michael Robinson gets it clear. Mayano to Bradley. That's forward. And here's Edgar Navarro. What a chance for him to get into the area. How has he missed that? What on earth was he doing? He nearly hit the burger van in the car park. That was ridiculous. Oh my God. How on earth did we mess that one up? Here's Mizogin. Gets it to Dedea. And it just feels like maybe, again, this is not going to be our day. Navarro over the top. Johnny Ballesteros is there. Marcos Leonardo waiting in the middle. He has Mizogin. Mizogin, what are you doing, son? What are you doing? This is ridiculous. We're creating chances, but not. We're getting into the back of the net. Oh, it's away. Header from Tiata to Casadei. Now here's Bradley on the ball. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson gets it to Tiata again. Here's Casadei to Mizogin. Over the top towards Ballesteros. Header from Casadei. Header again away. Oh, this is good football from Crystal Palace. And now they're putting pressure on us against the run of play. And a great chance. Oh, that was a long way off though. Oh, still 0-0. But yeah, as I say, we have been by far the better team, but how have we not put that ball in the back of the net yet? That's what I'm asking. And at half time, that's what we'll be saying. Don't lose faith. We've created lots of chances. Let's go and do the same in the second half. I think Ballesteros is going to come off. We're going to put Peter Murray on. He's still recovering, I think, from his injury towards the end of last season. Has started getting back on the score sheet, which is nice. Of course, scored it in the Premier League in our last match against Leicester City. So, you know, I'm hoping that maybe he will make an impact here today. Here he is, and he was boxed into a corner, but that was a pretty tame finish. He could have took another touch and maybe played in Marcos Leonardo there. Howes clears it. Header from Robinson Mayano to Casadei, who's lost it. Now here's Gesand. And this is a great chance for Crystal Palace. Look at the amount of purple shirts in the area, and it is 1-0. Sotris Alexander Papalos has put it into the back of the net. And Crystal Palace, you would have to say, possibly undeservedly, take the lead in this match. And that's the way things have been going. You know, for the last year, since we made a great start to last season, we were thinking about title victories and all of that, but it has gone wrong since, and there you go, 2-0. And this is just ridiculous. And I do think, the Hannard era at Leeds is coming to an end very, very soon. I don't see how we survive this. You know, because of our amount of games in hand, we're going to look like relegation candidates unless we start winning games. And here's Mosquera. Casadei cuts it out, but you know, there's no way that we're going to win this match now, you would feel. Murray gets it to Marcos Leonardo. Here's Navarro, he's lost it. Bradley needs to press that. I don't know why he's not. Here's Sotris. Good tackle by Navarro. Come on, get us back into the game, Edgar. He gets into the area, and it's again another poor shot. Why aren't you squaring that? And that's been the big difference. I feel like we've now got individuals that want to score themselves. You know, we haven't got the selfless Vitinha in here. And maybe that's the type of character we need back. A pressing forward that'll just bring everybody else into play but isn't scared to score themselves. Here's Casadei. Gets it into Mayano. He's getting it forward. Dedea. Murray's there. Is that a penalty, Jeff? It's Dedea. Oh, he's a world-class player, but he should have at least hit the target there. And now 23 minutes to go, match over pretty much. But how on earth are we in the position that we are in this match? I really do not get it. Navarro's going to come off. We're actually going to give Daniel Webber a chance. Mizogin's not being great. Yeah, let's give Zhelobov a go. And yeah, let's bring Pilbeam on for Mizogin. And it's a cap 4. It's a cap quad. Come on. Come on. Let's see if we can get back into this match. We should not be losing it. Look at the stats. How are we losing this match? Here's Bravini. Good tackle from Webber. He clears it. But there's just no understanding. Well, I mean, what are we meant to do with that? I mean, what on earth is Peter Murray doing there? He's just not watching the ball. And Crystal Palace are 3-0 up here. We could have been 3-0 up in the first 10 minutes. Here's Webber. He's come on and trying to take it on himself. It's not good. And it's going to be Webber that whips this in here. Here it goes. Cleared away. It's Dethier. Bove. And this, I was going to say this could be 4-0 Crystal Palace, but that is a demolition job from Crystal Palace. And somehow they have absolutely stuffed us. And what are we meant to do with that? We've got Arsenal next. They're flying high at the minute. I'm already looking at what jobs might be available around Europe. Bundesliga. But, nothing really as good as Leeds. That's the big problem we have. Right, we need to go and beat Nottingham Forest in the Cup and have some confidence to beat Arsenal on Saturday. Well, quite a few changes for the match against Arsenal. We did beat Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup 4-3. It seems to be our favourite scoreline, doesn't it? Arthur Tiata, Ballesteros and Upamecano on the score sheet. But we are back against Arsenal. We're going back to the vertical tiki-taka style just to try and keep it a little bit tighter. We're just conceding far too many goals at the moment. And with that in mind, I'm actually going to go for James Crouch in goal, who's our backup goalkeeper. Obviously played a few times a few years ago for us when Andre Lunin was injured and did a good job, to be fair. So we're going to bring him in for Gyro, who's kept, I think, the grand total of 2 clean sheets since he's been at the club, since joining for 34.5 million from today's opponents, Arsenal. Played okay last year, but has had a horrible start to this season. So we're going to give him a little bit of a break from the limelight. We're going to give James Crouch a chance in goal. Pilbeam at right back with Mbete and Robinson in defence with Mizogin. Kassadai and Zhelobov will start as the defensive midfielders. Navarro and Dethier will start wide of Leonardo and Ballesteros up top. So here we go then. A home match against Arsenal. A couple of years ago, we'd say we're going to win this, we're going to smash it, but I've got to be honest, I'm not expecting anything from this game after the way we played against Crystal Palace. Even against Forest, we weren't brilliant. But yeah, Arsenal are a good side and are definitely coming into their own again now. Navarro whips it into the middle. Header from Mbete, that was, and it could have went in. Zhelobov cannot get it into the back of the net, and what an electric start from us. But if we can't take our chances, then we're going to be punished again like we were against Crystal Palace. There's a good ball over the top. João Pedro on the ball. He's got a great chance. Gets it back to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu now into Odegaard. Odegaard with the chance, and it's 1-0 Arsenal. Oh my God, I am raging at the moment with this game. Just far too easy for them to penetrate our defence there. Look at this space over here. Tomiyasu there. He whips it in to Odegaard, and wow, I mean, what a finish. And, you know, I look at some of them names that Arsenal have got. Tomiyasu, Odegaard. You know, these have got to be ancient players. And there's De Ligt. I mean, De Ligt, Matthias De Ligt, he must be ancient. I mean, he's 34. You know, Tomiyasu, 34. Bukayo Saka, 32. Martinelli, 32. I mean, this Arsenal team are old men. And we are not running rings around them with our youthful, energetic team, and it is just really, really starting to annoy me and wind me up big and proper. Here's Casadei, gets it to Mbete. Come on, boys. We need to do better. Mizajin, Robinson, building from the back. Casadei over the top. Here's Marcos Leonardo. Marcos Leonardo, and that is pathetic. What a pathetic finish that is from a so-called world-class striker from Barcelona, and he has just made an absolute mess of it. Here's Bukayo Saka, gets it in, and Mbete away, and well, here's Saka again to Odegaard, forward to Bukayo Saka, into the middle. João Pedro makes it 2-0, and I mean, that's this match over. You know, we're not going to score 3 goals without reply from Arsenal now. And again, Tomiyasu starting it off. Bukayo Saka gets it to Odegaard. That's forward to Saka. He brings it in. João Pedro scores. Again, he must be absolutely ancient as well. I'd like to maybe have a look through this Arsenal side and see if there's any players that are actually under the age of 30. Here's Dedea. He's running forward. World-class player, of course. Here's Pilbeam on the right-hand side. What can he do with it? He's, of course, lost it. And Roth now pushing forward. What can he do with it? Gets it to Franca. Now to Odegaard. That's forward to Martinelli. Oh my God. It's going to be another goal here. Oh. I just don't know what to do anymore. We switched up the tactic to the vertical tick-attacker. You know, yes, we could go more defensive, but we're not even creating good chances going forward at the minute. Well, here's Navarro with a set piece. Robinson with a header. Good save by Ramsdale. I mean, I am just baffled by the names in this Arsenal side and that we are getting torn apart as if they're the young guns still. Yeah. Odegaard gets it to Tomiyasu on the right-hand side. This could be 4-0 here. I think it would be Hannard out at this point, wouldn't it? If you were a Leeds United supporter standing in Elland Road watching this, I mean, we're gonna be virtually bottom of the table soon. Yeah, Frank has 29, Odegaard 34. I just don't get it. You know, it's not even as if we've signed loads of players. We've had a high player turnover. We just haven't. You know, we have kept the core of the squad together and built them. And I just don't understand how it's going so wrong. Gyro will be sat at home laughing at this because he'll be thinking, well, I could have saved at least 2 of these. But oh my God. 5-0 at half time. Arsenal are tearing us a new one here. Uh, right, I think we're going to have to maybe switch to our more defensive tactic and see what we can do here, because this is just not working, is it? Right, this was our more defensive tactic. Yeah, I mean, change the defenders. That wall bank up top, maybe. Dethia comes off for Horgay. We'll put Jevon Simmons in the middle of the park. 5 changes. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the second half. I mean, apparently we've got a better XG than Arsenal, and that is winding me the hell up at the moment. We are being completely mugged off by FM. I mean, this is going to be 6-0. Oh my God. And that was definitely onside. No doubt about it. I mean, we've literally just kicked off in the second half. João Pedro. Nice ball through. Ødegaard there. Oh, dear. This could genuinely be 10-0. And, yeah, I mean, it feels like the end is nigh, doesn't it? You know, passes like that are just unforgivable. It does feel like this is the end. Mizajin gets it to Tiata now. Building from the back. Simmons. Good ball through to Navarro. Yeah, of course, offside. Missed anyway, but offside. Ødegaard into the middle, headed away. I think it's time for one of these, isn't it? A berate the boys. We don't do it too often now, since I was told off for being too negative. But I think they need berating after this. Mizajin now pushing forward. I mean, it's a good run, but he's nearly caught. Horgay into the middle. Navarro scores, but I think he was offside. Oh, dear. Hey! Oh, Navarro scores. Well, I mean, that was a nice goal. I don't know how that wasn't offside. I want to see how close this was. He must have literally been on the line here. Let's have a look at this. That is... wow. That is close. That is close. Kovacic is 23. There you go. They have got a couple of players under the age of 30. Ødegaard in. Is it going to be back to normal service? Ødegaard again. Into the middle. Yeah. 7-1. At home. After 62 minutes. I'm not sure the Leeds faithful are going to be so faithful after this performance. I've just looked at the XG. We're still ahead on XG. Oh dear, James Crouch is on a 5.9. Oh. I think he's offside. Could have been 7-3. But nice to see Jevon Simmons put it in at the back of the net, even if he is offside. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. You gotta laugh. Yeah, we're just gonna have to change tactic, aren't we? We're gonna have to say bye to the 4-2-4. Think of some other way of doing it. Maybe 3 at the back. Maybe that's something to think about. But we gotta try something, and then perhaps we gotta try it and then give it a chance. We can't just make rash decisions and just keep changing the tactic every game, because that's when it will end in tears. Well, thank the Lord that didn't go in. We've still got 10 minutes to go here. I mean, how on earth have we had 11 shots on target and scored 1? No, that's our big problem at the moment, is chance conversion. Defensively, we're woeful. Absolutely woeful. But we should have won that match. I mean, are you crazy? I mean, we're not going to even talk to the media there. Yeah, in the relegation zone. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I've got to be honest. I thought we'd perhaps be in a better position by now after 5 games. How is Alvaro doing? I mean, of course he is. He's having the season of his life. 7 goals in 7 appearances. Yeah, of course. A player that we've let out on loan is doing great. You just couldn't make it up. Right, when are we going to come back? I mean, quite honestly, I mentioned that Coventry game before. That Coventry game is going to be a relegation 6-pointer as things stand. I don't want to show any Conference League matches. I'm not bothered about showing you Burton in the EFL Cup. So I'll go away. We'll try and come up with something tactically that will suit the side, and fingers crossed things will be a lot better than they currently are. But I have to say, I am going to be openly looking for jobs now. I feel like we need to jump before we are pushed from the club. I really do think that it's tough to say that, but I think the Hannard effect has worn off at Leeds United. But we've got to try. We'll try and switch it up and see what we can do. But if you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. You're a masochist if you did. But subscribe for plenty more FM content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.